All right, let's dig into a little bit of a project today. It's not anything that anybody likes to do, but what we're going to do is we're going to swap out the toilet in the RV. So we've got the Thetford, I believe it's a Series 2 in there now, and it started to leak a little bit at the foot pedal. When you press it down, hold it down for a little bit, I get a little bit of a drip. So everything I see online is kind of a common problem. So what I want to do, I just figured let's just swap it out. Got the Dometic 310. So we're going to swap that out. While we're in there, once we got the toilet pulled, I'm also going to install a shut-off valve on the water line that goes into the toilet. So we'll show you guys how to do that as well. So let's take a look at the tools that we need first to do that shut-off valve, and then we'll jump into the RV. We'll get the toilet tore out, and we'll get that shut-off valve put in. All right, so I've unboxed the toilet. It's going to come already assembled. Toilet, you won't have to put the lid on or nothing. It's going to also come with the hardware pack. It's got the bolts and the caps and everything in there to mount it to the flange. So one thing you're going to want to do for sure, let me flip this toilet around here and I'll show you. So the water line that comes into the toilet, if you go to your local hardware store and you pick up a line for a toilet, it's going to be too big. So you can see this is a toilet line here. It's going to be too big. So what you want to get is actually a faucet supply water line. I believe it's a 1/2 inch. It is a 1/2 inch, and that 1/2 inch is going to be perfect for what you need for that water line. So you need that water line. You're going to need a pair of PEX cutting tools. You're going to need crimping rings, 1/2 inch, and then you're also going to need the PEX crimper here as well. If you want to get by and not use, if you don't have a crimper and you don't want to do that, you can use a shark bite. I personally don't like shark bites. I just don't trust them. I've had a couple of them blow. So I got the shut-off valve here, and it is for the 1/2 inch PEX. So we'll crimp that on with PEX. So let's jump out in the RV, get the old toilet tore out, and then we'll get this swapped out. It's going to be pretty simple. Shouldn't take long at all. All right, so one other thing I noticed that our toilet was doing was the foot pedal was sticking. So you can see there, you'd always have to come through and kick that. So I did not like that that happening. So another reason to swap it out. So what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to cut this PEX line that comes up here, probably down in here, and we're going to put the shutoff valve then on this PEX line that comes out. So you want to make sure that all your valves are opened up, water's turned off, you're disconnected from city water, you got your water pump turned off and everything, and you can start getting this toilet disconnected. All right, so one thing you're going to want to do now that the toilet's out, get you a cup, stick down in that black tank opening, and just so you're not dropping anything down inside your black tank. So this is where we're going to cut. You can see there's not a lot of play in this, so in order to get that to line up perfectly, the new toilet actually is down here. So really don't have much of a choice. We're going to have to cut that. So super simple though. We're just going to take our cutters, cut it just like that. That's off. Your valve, I like the 1/4 turn valves, to where you don't have to turn it completely. It just turns 1/4 of the way. Just turn it off. So what that's going to do is you can want to get rid of this nut and ferrule. You don't need that. That's going to fit down inside there. The first just going to take your crimping ring, you're going to put that around. That's going to fit down inside there. Our toilet, you want to look to make sure you know where your line is for your toilet, the inlet. So it's on this side, I do know that. So we'll still have to loop it, kind of do a loop or whatever to get it up and around. But and pretty simple. You're just gonna take your PEX crimping tool and get it crimped. I'm gonna move that cup for a second though. Then when you crimp them, you just close it, crimps, that's it. You're good to go on them. So like I was saying, now this is the toilet line, the water line, but you want to make sure it's the faucet one, that way it fits. So that 3/8 inch side is going to go to your valve. That's it. So let's go get the new toilet and we will put that in. So now you can see we've got shut off valve if anything ever happens with the toilet. This water line will, you know, kind of loop it around like that. It'll go into the toilet there, and then we are safe from any leaks down the road. All right, so in your hardware pack, you're gonna have 2 caps, and then you're gonna have new bolts. Bolts, washers, and yeah, 2 bolts, 2 nuts, and 2 washers. So just like a residential, you just literally gonna put that bolt in, slide it over, and then you're gonna be able to line up your toilet how you need to. And I'm not sure. I think these are probably 1/2 inch. Actually, it might be 3/8. So. Now, on the underneath side of your toilet, what you're going to have is, it's already going to come on there, you're going to have this washer. So that washer is going to go on, and you're going to have to compress it down to seal it. But there's no wax ring or anything like what you see in a residential setting. Those went right on. So now we'll take our washer, and when you tighten this, you kind of want to put pressure, keep pressure down on it, but on the same hand you want to go back and forth as well. So we'll just get it started hand tight. And just peek down, make sure you're lined up. And let's see what size we need here. Looks like that's a 7/16. I think that's what's working on this here. All right, so toilet's in, snugged up. We'll just sit on it, make sure that everything's sturdy, feels good. And last thing that's left to do is going to be, we're gonna hook up the water line here, which probably didn't need this long a line, but it'll work. So now we've got our shutoff valve here, where if anything ever happens to the toilet, we can just reach back here like at your house, shut the toilet off back here, shuts the water off to the toilet. Don't have to worry about that. The pedal's not sticking. So next thing that's left, we're gonna turn the water on, back onto the RV, fill the toilet up a couple times, flush it, make sure nothing's leaking. We got no drips back here or anything like that, and we should be good to go. All right, so got water now to the toilet and everything. Valve is on. We'll fill it up a couple times and dump it. Make sure we got no leaks coming out of the valve, out of the line, the connection there, underneath the toilet when we flush it. And I'll show you one feature I like about this Dometic here. Rather than your standard RV toilets, what you've got the water actually is, instead of just having the one here toilet fill, you've got holes all the way around, so it flushes more like a residential, so you can see there. So it keeps the bowl nice and clean. All right, so that's the install of a new toilet, the Dometic 310. It's about a 10-minute process, honestly, 10 minutes, and that included putting a new putting a valve on there, a new water line. So I definitely would recommend that for everybody. I'm gonna, underneath my sinks, that's gonna be the next thing I think I do underneath the vanity sink, the kitchen sink. I'm gonna go through, put shutoffs underneath there. So I'm just used to having shutoffs underneath stuff like in the house. So not gonna hurt anything. So we'll probably do that, but we'll make another video showing those as well too. But you know, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification button, and we'll try to put some more videos out and keep these videos of the maintenance and improvements on our 21G by Grand Design that we've got, our momentum. So catch us next time. Thanks.